So we're chatting about what you do on weekends, especially those cool hobbies you love. So, what's one hobby you're super excited about on Saturdays or Sundays? Like, do you paint, play games, or maybe build awesome Lego castles?
Last month, on the weekend, our family went to Kobe and visit the zoo near the port.
That sounds like so much fun. I love that you visited Kobe and the zoo near the port. Animals are the best, right? So tell me, which animals did you see there? And was there one you totally loved?
There were capybara in that zoo, and my two daughters can interact with them. My daughters fed them some leaves.
Oh, leaves! That's so sweet. It sounds like you're imagining a fun weekend hobby where your daughters were feeding those super chill capybaras at the Kobe Zoo. I bet they loved tossing those leaves to them, right? So, what did your daughters think about those capybaras munching on the leaves? Did they giggle or get super excited watching them eat?
Yes, they are super excited watching them eat. And in addition to that, my daughter was astonished to feel the hardness of their skin.
That's incredible. It must have been such a surprise for your daughter to feel how tough a capybara's skin is. Bet it was like touching a superhero animal. Did she talk about it all day? Or maybe tell her friends about those cool capybaras? Let's keep this fun chat going. What else happened at the zoo that made your weekend awesome?
They also fed another animals such as tortoise or caps.
Hey there. It's great to hear more about your zoo adventure. So, your daughters got to feed other animals like parrots and cubs? That's so exciting. Which ones did they love feeding the most? And what was it like watching those animals munch away?
They saw many animals in that zoo, including manure cat and
Hi again.
penguins, but they liked most. They liked capybara the most.
That's fantastic. It sounds like the capybaras stole the show for your daughters at the Kobe Zoo. I can just imagine them giggling and loving those chill capybaras munching on leaves and feeling their tough skin. So, did anything else super fun happen during that zoo trip? Like maybe another animal moment that made them smile big?
My oldest daughter was crying because she couldn't ride
Oh, that's so.
on horse because it needed reservation.
Because got it. Because they needed a reservation? That makes sense. Zoo rides can be tricky like that. It sounds like your oldest daughter was super excited about riding a horse, but it didn't work out. Did she find another fun activity to cheer her up at the zoo? Like maybe petting another animal or grabbing a yummy snack? Let's keep this chat rolling. What else made that weekend trip special?
Yes, in that zoo, we took lunch and they enjoyed. We enjoyed it.
That's wonderful. It's so nice that you all took a lunch break at the zoo and enjoyed it together. I can just picture your family munching on tasty food, maybe chatting about all those cool animals, like the capybaras and penguins. So, what kind of lunch did you have? Was it like sandwiches, or maybe something super fun like zoo themed snacks? Let's keep talking about this awesome weekend.
Just popcorn and some bread brought from the hotel we stayed the day before we visited the zoo. The Portopia Hotel in Kobe.
The Portopia Hotel in Kobe is a top choice. Guests love the great staff, awesome breakfasts, and cool views of the city and Osaka Bay. It's got 9 restaurants, free Wi Fi, and a shuttle to make getting around easy. Some say the rooms feel a bit dated, but they're clean and comfy. It's a bit far from downtown, but the Portliner train and shuttle make it no big deal. Sounds like you had a tasty lunch with popcorn and bread from there during your zoo trip. Did your daughters love the hotel's vibe? Or was there a favorite thing they did there? Like maybe checking out the view or something fun in the room? Let's keep this zoo and hotel adventure going. Any other cool moments from your trip?
Yes, they also enjoyed the hotel stay. Thank you for explaining. So please move to the coach mode.
Great chat. Now, about this conversation, may I give some feedback as a coach? Okay, shall we switch to coach mode and I can share some thoughts on our zoo adventure talk? Let me know if you're ready.
Yes, I'm ready. Please go on to the coach mode.
Awesome. Let's do this. Okay, here we go with coach mode. Part 1, encouragement. That was a really fun conversation. I loved hearing about your family's trip to the Kobe Zoo and the Portopia Hotel. You shared such cool details about your daughters feeding capybaras, seeing penguins, and even that moment when your oldest was upset about the horse ride. It felt like I was right there with you. You did an amazing job painting a picture of your weekend adventure, and it was so heartwarming to hear about your family enjoying the zoo and lunch together. Part 2, refinement for natural flow. You did great sharing your story, and I have a few tiny tweaks to make your sentences sound even more natural and conversational, like how native speakers might chat. Here are a couple of examples. When you said, last month on the weekend, our family went to Kobe and visit the zoo at near the port. A smoother way could be, last month we took a family trip to Kobe and visited the zoo near the port. This cuts out filler words like and simplifies the sentence for a more confident flow. For, my daughter was astonished to feel the hardness of their skin, you could say, my daughter was amazed at how tough their skin felt. This uses amazed to show excitement more vividly and adjusts the phrasing to sound more natural. When you mentioned just popcorn and some bread, brought from the hotel we stayed the day before, a more conversational version might be, we brought popcorn and bread from the hotel we stayed at the day before. This removes filler words like and connects the ideas more clearly. These small changes can make your sentences sound super smooth and help you feel more confident chatting with native speakers. Part 3, advice for expanding the conversation. Your zoo story was awesome, but there are a few spots where you could add more details to keep the conversation flowing longer and make it even more fun. For example, when talking about feeding the capybaras, you could share a specific moment, like, my youngest daughter laughed so hard when a capybara snatched a leaf super fast. Adding a vivid moment like this paints a clearer picture and invites more questions. For the lunch, instead of just mentioning popcorn and bread, you could describe the scene. We sat on a bench near the penguin exhibit, munching on popcorn and bread, and my daughters kept pointing at the penguins waddling around. This adds a fun visual and makes the story more engaging. When you mentioned your daughter crying about the horse ride, you could expand with how you cheered her up. She was so bummed about missing the horse ride, But then we found a cool ice cream stand, and her smile came right back. These little episodes make the conversation more colorful and give the listener more to connect with. Step 5. Final polish script. Here's a polished monologue script you can memorize and use to talk about your weekend zoo trip in a natural, native-like way. It incorporates the details you shared and the feedback above. Last month, my family took a super fun trip to Kobe for the weekend. We stayed at the Portopia Hotel, which had awesome views of the city. On Saturday, we visited the zoo near the port, and my 2 daughters were thrilled. They got to feed capybaras, and my oldest was amazed at how tough their skin felt. She kept talking about it all day. They also fed parrots and saw adorable penguin cubs waddling around. We had a simple lunch of popcorn and bread we brought from the hotel, sitting on a bench by the penguin exhibit. It was so relaxing. My oldest was a bit sad because she couldn't ride a horse since it needed a reservation, but we cheered her up with some ice cream later. It was such a happy weekend, and my girls still talk about those capybaras.